What was the most embarrassing thing that you've ever had to experience in your whole entire life?
So
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Dean Gary. And guess what? I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is this another episode of Victoria's Voyagers, y'all. Come on, I know y'all excited. Then I have some not so good news, some sad news. Hold on, make sure you have your tissues ready. This is going to be the final episode of this school year. That's right. We've come all the way, seeing these young students growing up and developing and maturing and getting so much smarter. So listen, this is the final one. Make sure if this is your first one that you go back and watch all the other episodes so you can enjoy watching these young guys grow up. So today, though, we're going to do some things a little bit different. So you might see something that you've never seen before, and I might show you a little bit more than what I've shown you before. All right, so stay tuned, lock in with me, y'all. Come on, it's time to go. We're going to celebrate. This is the final one of the year, y'all. Let's go. We made it, y'all.
Hola, mi nombre es Ashley.
Hi, my name is Ashley.
Estoy en el grado 8.
I'm in 8th grade.
En mi futuro, cuando yo sea grande,
On my future, I want to be a flight attendant.
y lo que me gusta de IDEA, Voyagers,
I love the idea value,
la atención de los maestros,
the attention,
attention and teacher,
of the teacher,
y la atención del director.
and the attention of the principal.
Hi, my name is Shamira and I'm in 6th grade. Voyagers are respectful by listening to their teachers and their principals and to everybody that's around them.
Hi, my name is Miracle Calhoun, and I'm in 1st grade, and when I grow up, I want to be a police officer, and the thing I love about IDEA is everyone likes to be nice to me. Mi nombre es Ada y yo.
My name is Ada.
Y yo. Me gusta.
No, I am kindergarten. And I love idea my friends.
Mic check. My name is Jeremiah. I'm in 8th grade. Voyagers are safe, and an example of that is running or don't run with scissors.
Hey, my name is Asa. I'm in 4th grade. When I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. And about IDEA is fun.
My name is Alexia. I'm in 5th grade. Whether I want to be when I grow up, I want to be a teacher because I like how the teachers teach us, and that I like how the teacher is like how a fun day and like Mr. Garcia.
Hi, my name is Dylan. I'm in 6th grade, and the idea is ready to go to the school every day.
Hello, my name is Chris, and I'm in 8th grade, and Voyagers are ready. A way you can be ready is come to class with all your stuff and be prepared to learn.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and I'm in 5th grade. Voyagers are safe by sitting in stars.
My name is Anthony. I'm in grade 7, and I want to be a doctor when I get older. And my favorite thing about IDEA is everything.
Hello, my name is Vanessa, and I'm 8th grade, and the students are respectful, and remember, respect your teachers.
My name is Mia, and I'm in grade 3, and I want to be, when I grow up, is a hairstylist. And one thing I like about IDEA is that I like art and that PE.
Hello, my name is Cameron. I'm in the 8th grade, and Voyagers are responsible. The way you could be responsible is having integrity, doing something when nobody's watching, and just being nice.
Good morning. Hey, they said you sound like an owl.
They say I sound like an owl.
Yeah.
What's the joke? You can record me. What's the joke?
For the final episode. So just say hi then.
Hi. See, I already know. Okay, so what's the joke? Sound like
So
an owl.
you will respond and be like, who?
Who?
And then you just keep saying who.
He's the best, y'all.
You just scared me. Somebody know about that. They said you sound like an owl.
That I sound like an owl?
Yeah.
I knew you were going.
So say what's up. Say what's up to the people. This is for the podcast.
What's up, y'all?
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, this is Mr. Miller, 2nd grade teacher. You know how I do.
Yeah. Cool.
Good morning. Okay, go get a drink of water first to cool yourself off.
How's the day going?
It's okay.
Good. Somebody said you sound like an owl.
Like an owl?
Yeah.
What?
You think, have you ever heard that?
I sound like an owl?
Yeah.
No.
You never heard that?
Hoot.
Huh?
Hoot.
You said hoot?
Yeah.
Have you heard that before? The joke?
No, it's not a joke. It's rude. I sound like an owl.
So you said hoot. Most people say who. Like who? Who? Who said that? Who said that? So I'm recording for the last podcast. So go ahead and tell everybody hi, who you are, and all that good stuff.
I'm Miss Dunn, 2nd grade teacher.
And anything else you want to add?
Have a great summer. This is my first year teaching and it's been so rewarding. I've learned so much. Everybody's just staring at me. I've learned so much from my babies and they show me so much love. So have a great summer. If you're watching the 2nd grade, Miss Dunn loves you.
There you go. Appreciate you. Period. Say period. All right. I was looking for you. Me? Yeah, they said you sound like an owl.
Woo! That.
All right, go ahead and introduce yourself since I failed. It's for the podcast. Go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Hi, people. I'm Miss Willis, co-teacher at Kendra.
Yeah. And I failed again. I got a question for you. Somebody said you sound like an owl.
Huh?
Somebody said you sound like an owl. Have you heard that before?
No,
That's all you got?
that's all I got.
That's your only response?
Does that sound like an owl?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. I've heard other things, but better it sounds.
That's not the joke, dude. That's not the joke.
Oh, you want me to say who?
Yes. So go ahead and introduce yourself. It's for the last podcast. So go ahead and introduce yourself. I have another fail. It didn't work.
Hi, I'm Sigourney Chuck. I'm a CTE teacher at Idea Valley View.
Perfect. With an awesome voice, by the way. Thank you. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the last podcast.
How you doing, Mr. Norman?
I don't know if they can hear you. I gotta make sure.
Right. I'm Mr. Norman, our PE and athletic coordinator here at Idea Valley View.
And he does a bunch of stuff. A bunch of other stuff. Y'all want to wave? It's for the last podcast episode.
Hi.
They say you sound like an owl. Huh? They said you sound like an owl. Said you sound like an owl.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you sound like an owl. Do you sound like an owl?
No.
Okay. Never heard that before?
No.
Okay. Well, I failed again. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Josiah.
You're supposed
My name's
to.
Josiah Boynton.
You were supposed to say who, and like an owl. You know, all my fails. No one's falling for it.
Yeah.
So, thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Get back to work. Somebody said you sound like an owl.
Ooh, I sound like a what?
Say that again. Say that again.
What?
What'd you just say?
Who?
One more time.
Oh,
I finally got one, y'all. I finally got one.
My name Hazy, y'all. You know, best player in the 7th grade.
You're lying. You're lying.
No, I am. But like, I'm one of the best players in 7th grade.
No, you're not.
And yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm one of the best players in 7th grade. I didn't say the best. I said I'm one of the best. And one thing I like about Idea is that they have everything organized a little bit, and that I love the activities that they do at some points at a time. Like after the OST, you know, before the OST, we had like fun and stuff before the OST, and it was like great because it's like a good start up for us to go to the OST and stuff, and you know, get all the stress out and stuff.
That's okay.
Okay. Let me talk to you for a second. Somebody said you sound like an owl.
Why would they say I sound like an owl?
Hmm.
Why would they say I sound like an owl?
I don't know. Do you sound like an owl?
No.
Okay. And you never want to know who that is? Who said it?
Y'all want to know who said it?
So, how do you ask?
Who made that rumor about me?
The first part.
First part what?
What you just said.
Who made?
One more. Take the last part off.
Rumor?
Just the first word.
Made?
No, first word.
You just said what?
The question.
Who?
Say it again.
Who?
Say that again.
No. like why?
All right, come back and introduce yourself to the camera.
Oh, my name is Anila, and like I don't know why we do that to me. Like I ain't like it's not even funny. But yeah, my
Tell
name
them
is
what grade you in.
Anila.
Tell them what you like about Idea.
My name is Anila. I'm in 7th grade, and what I got about Idea is the teachers really care, and like they help you like get where you need to go.
Somebody said you sound like an owl.
An owl?
Yeah.
Nina?
Hmm?
Nina? Like the animal?
Yeah.
Who said that? Who?
One more time.
Who?
One more time.
Hey.
Somebody said you sound like an owl.
Huh?
Somebody said you sound like an owl.
You want me to say?
All right, it didn't work. Say hi to the people for the last podcast episode. I failed again, y'all. I failed again.
My name is Michael. I'm in 8th grade and I like the sports.
So somebody said you sound like an owl. Huh? One more time.
What you say?
What'd you say?
Who?
Say it louder.
Who?
I hope I captured that. I hope I captured that. I hope I captured that. One more time. What'd you say? What'd you say? Do you get it?
It's a joke.
Yeah, what do Al say? So you just made it on the final episode of the podcast. Come back. Don't go away yet. You got to introduce yourself to the people. Yeah, I finally got one. Yes.
My name is Cadence. I'm in 8th grade, and the most I want is Mr.
I had to definitely hook y'all up with bringing one of these VIPs to the show so you guys get a chance to connect. So the one and only Miss Iggy. So Miss Iggy, I want to ask a couple questions.
All right.
first, just introduce yourself to the people. Tell them what grades you're overseeing and a little bit about what you do.
All right, so I'm Erica Iguabadia. I am the Assistant Principal of Instruction for CP, aka College Prep. That goes from grades 6 through 8. This is my third year here with IDEA. I'm a founding teacher and leader here in the building, and I'm glad to be back home to my original community.
Awesome, awesome. So for all those that are at home, what's one of the things that you absolutely love about IDEA?
Oh, the best thing I love is the proximity to community I live in. I grew up here. I live here now. I connect base with all our families and community partners. So just being a homegrown hero makes this worth it every day.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so tell me, you've seen a lot of things in 3 years, right? With a lot of students. What is one of the struggles, the challenges that you've had to deal with a student or students, and how did you overcome that?
I think one of my biggest struggles is making sure the students acclimate to a different culture. So one benefit of being a charter community school is that we get students from all over. So they've had several different experiences in their school environments. So just making sure we acclimate them, let them know that they're seen, known, and loved when they come here is something different for a lot of our students. So they encounter us, they don't really trust that out of the way. So once we break down that barrier, get them onto it, it's really not too bad after that.
That's good. I like that. I like that. Got to keep the people feeling safe, right? Mm-hmm. And speaking of feeling safe, that happens to be one of our rules, rules here as Voyagers. So
yes, Voyagers are safe.
Voyagers are safe. That's right. So my next question, what type of individuals do you think, from a student standpoint, should really consider coming to IDEA?
Oh, definitely all students in our greater Cincinnati area, they want something different. I look at it like McDonald's to Wendy's. You might like one because it's more convenient or closer, but just know that there's something better just a little bit further down the road. So I think students that are ready to engage in a smaller environment, get those basics and fundamentals under wraps, I think this will be a great for them to come to.
That's good. That's good. And we're McDonald's, by the way.
Oh, no, baby, we Five Guys.
All right, so let's go one more question. Let's see. Same question. What type of adults, what type of parents do you think should really, really consider IDEA?
I think for parents that want something different for their children, and they also have to be willing to dig in. I want to involve parents in IDEA. We have a great K through 5 family support. We're looking for that same support in middle school. Mm-hmm. Also, parents that want that family support for them as well. Nobody has all the answers. Everybody needs help. So those parents that are open and willing to get their child to and through college with a great group of individuals that come here every day dedicated to do the work.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. And then what would you want to say to the people, your final words? What do you want to share with those that are watching right now?
For all of my scholars, I want to say I want you to continue to dream big. For our families, I want you to be courageous as you consider something different for your student. And for the greater community, I want you to continue to welcome us here as we lay our footprints here in the 15.
All right, y'all. Hey, I might have some more people I might bring to the show. So just stay tuned, stay locked in, and just see what happens. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Dean Gary.
Hi, I'm Tanya Childress, and I am the phenomenal art teacher where you get to come and create and learn and imagine. I've been with IDEA for probably since the beginning, 3 years. I'm excited to see the kids grow and bring out their creativity. Love what I do, and hopefully next year we have more fun things to come.
Well, I wanted to share with you guys another awesome person in the building, another assistant principal. And Ms. Harrison, I want to just say thank you for taking a minute. All of them are extremely busy. We all are, actually, but thank you for taking a minute. Can you introduce yourself? Tell the people what you do, what grades you're overseeing, all that good stuff.
Okay. I'm the assistant principal of grades 3 through 5 here at Idea Valley View Academy. This is my 17th year in education, and this is my first year out of the classroom. So it's been quite the experience.
Nice, nice. And when I say your attention to your, not attention, what's the word I want to use? Your definitely your heart and desire, but your follow through and execution of giving the staff and whatnot, something fun to engage and to be a part. Like, you do a phenomenal job of that. Like, you have these ideas, and I'll walk into the break room, and you just turned the whole thing into like a whole nother place in the world, and it's really really cool. So I've seen that from you multiple times. So kudos to you.
Thanks.
You do an awesome job of that. Let me ask you this: coming from the classroom side, what do you miss that now you're on this side? You're like, you know what, I don't get to do this or that anymore, really, and maybe you miss it.
I would say my biggest thing I miss is the ability to build such strong relationships with my class. When people say that teachers really create a family every year, they seriously do.
Yeah.
And I miss that closeness. Like, I still am able to see my past students and say hi and the hugs and talk about families, but I don't get that like intensity that you get in a classroom. So I really do kind of miss that. And hope that I can still try and find a way where I'm able to still have that space and time with scholars.
No, that's good. That's good. Now, on the opposite side of things, what do you love most that maybe you didn't know you would enjoy so much in the role you're in now?
Getting able to see other teachers' classrooms, getting able to see them teach. A lot of times as a teacher, you get to hear all these things about other teachers, what they're doing in their room, how they're able to teach reading this way, or some cool math activity they got to do, and you don't ever get to like see it or hear like how they talk, or you know, their certain persona or how they address their class when they come in. So it's nice to be able to see different teachers and how they teach, whereas you don't get to see that when you're in your own classroom.
That's good. That's good. I think I would assume that even helps with helping to coach, because you may see like, well, hey, these two might have a similar personality, but one is mastering something that the other one may not be, but they can help by doing some of the same things. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this: idea. What is a great thing? What is one of the best things that you love about idea?
I love the community we serve. I love feeling when I walk in the door every day, there are not only staff that want me to be here and need me to be here, there are students that want me to be here and need me to be here too. And that's what I love with this job.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you give me an example of something that you've had to deal with a student or students that was so challenging and you were like, I was not ready for that. I did not expect that, didn't see that coming, and wow, but yet you still handled it and you did what you needed to do to get through it?
I would probably have to say behaviors in the lunchroom.
Okay.
Working in a lunchroom has never been something that I've had to do. As a teacher, it's never been one of my jobs to fill in. So it's a different environment.
Yeah.
It's a different, you have to learn the ropes in there a lot. So dealing with the behaviors of getting up, and you know, they all came from 5 different teachers who have instructed 5 different ways, and they know 5 different ways to listen, and you have to figure out how to communicate to all of that and still make sure everyone's having a good time and everybody's safe. And I would say overall that's been the most challenging situation that I've had to deal with this year.
No, that's good. That's good. Is there anything that surprised you like this year? Like, wow, I didn't see this coming. Good or bad?
Good or bad?
You weren't expecting it.
I would say probably our growth in students. When we had started IDEA, we were only the K-2, and we had a 6th grade, and we all had the impression that the following year we'll have K-3 and 6 and 7, and the following year we'll have. So being this size at this pace wasn't something that, you know, we all thought was going to happen. However, we love that we are able to reach our community, and we needed to do that for the ability to have more scholars come here because of their siblings. And I just love that we're able to grow and word of mouth. You know, you hear people, oh, well, I know them.
Right.
I played sports with them. They were at my last school. So it's nice that the kids are able to still build community within our community with having more scholars come in.
Nice. That's good. All right. So talking to students who may be considering IDEA.
Yep.
What type of students, who should be considering? And I'm going to ask a second follow-up question from the parents' perspective.
Okay.
But for the student side of things, those that, for the parents, they give their children a chance to weigh in.
Yeah.
What type of students, speaking to the students, should consider IDEA?
I would say students that are ready for a change. I don't think IDEA is like any other school.
Mhm.
I do think that, being at different schools within Cincinnati, I think our standards are higher, which set our scholars up for more success, not just educationally, but
Right.
life skills.
Yeah.
Which needs to happen. Our community and the world is constantly changing, and our children need to learn how to adapt. And I think that IDEA is able to offer them a lot of different avenues to be able to search that.
Nice. All right, now flipping it back to the parents, what would you say to the parents who are considering a change, or they're like, what do we want to send our kids? What message would you send to the parents? Why IDEA?
As a parent who is actually going to have a future scholar
Let's go.
at IDEA, I love the diversity, not only with students, but with staff. I feel like this is a safe place to be. Again, going back to just the Cincinnati community, parents involvement, staff involvement. I need a village.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my village. And I feel that everyone here is supportive of everyone. If you walk in and you need your scholar, they had a rough day and you need the teacher to just give a little bit more time with them, they'll get it. Like, communication is a great thing here. And I just feel like anybody, any walk of life from anywhere all over Cincinnati would feel that when they walk in this building.
Nice. All right. Last thing before we get you out of here. I know you probably got calls to make, parents and stuff, all that. Final words for just anybody. What do you want to leave left said from you on the podcast? And this is the final episode of the year.
I would say, don't sell yourself short just because of someone's opinion about you.
That's good. That's real good. Can't leave it no better than that. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. We got one down. We got another one up my sleeve that I'm trying to get in contact with and lock down. So thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time. And stay tuned, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do that. If you haven't filled out your application and came in and registered your kid for next year, come do that as well. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Lene. I just graduated 8th grade. I want to let everybody know to have a good day and remain positive and be happy within yourself.
What's up, guys? It's Kyra and Sydney, and today we had an 8th grade graduation. And I'm so proud of everybody and all their accomplishments that they have made.
I'm proud of all of the 5th graders going to 6th grade. I'm proud of the 8th graders going to 9th grade high school.
I just know that they're going to do amazing in high school and even better in college. All they need to do is stick with themselves and stick to all their goals, and they will be the smartest, the fastest, the strongest, all the strong people that we ever know. They just got to stick to it and work fast and work harder.
I also think that 8th grade going to 9th grade high school should be just stick to themselves and like get their work done and focus on their goals and focus on like just mainly what to do in college and like get to college or something.
But they're going to do great nevertheless. They're going to do amazing.
Of course, I could not end the year with getting with the man himself, the one, the only, Principal Garcia, right? So I've interviewed the assistant principals, those who were willing, and then I do have footage of one anyway, trying to duck off on me, trying to hide. But today is a special day because it was the graduation for 8th grade and the celebrations and everything. So what better day to talk and think about like your journey and where you've been, how you've done what you've done, and allow people an opportunity to connect with our principal, right? So the first question I want to ask, first, thank you for taking time because it's been crazy busy. I already know it's nuts, like crazy.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, let's get it. So the first question for the people, tell us a little bit about your background, like where you're from, your hometown. We get to feel that energy when we're here in the building, but for those that aren't as familiar with you, share a little bit about where you come from.
Yeah, thank you, Dean Gary. And I know it's our last one, wrapping it up, so thank you. Thank you for all our parents that are watching, all the parents that showed us support this year. We really appreciate it. We can't do this without you all. For me, I grew up in the border of South Texas, half a mile even closer from the Mexico border and river. It's a 99% Hispanic community. Everyone looks like me, speaks like me. We're all bilingual. And there's not really a lot of diversity for us there. It's a very small town, 9,000 people. Usually when I share that with a lot of folks, that's usually where, people are like, well, 9,000 people, I got more people in my street, which is probably true. Our town is very small when I got into education. Well, when I was a student, all my teachers and educators were all like my mom's friends, my uncles, people that I know. People that were my teacher and coach, right? And then even when I got into education, those same teachers were my coworkers now. It's a very small town. I would say, most of the people that are in education there are products of our own school. So that's very, very powerful, right? And I think growing up, I always wanted to leave because I wanted more for myself, wanted more for my community, and showing them that, and showing ourselves and myself that we were meant for more. And to me, I had a lot of teachers that influenced me, that went back home, that poured a lot of that passion, energy, and, challenges me to get to college. And I feel like I had to do that to a different community. I never expected to be here when I entered education, right? I went back to Roma. Roma, Texas is my hometown. Went back to Roma, Texas, and taught in the same, classroom I learned in. And to me, that was powerful, seeing students in that same seat and knowing that they're going through the same struggles I did.
Yeah.
Probably like, whatever, teacher.
Right.
We want to listen to you, and I'm just like, that was me too.
You don't know anything.
But coming full 360, knowing that I'm now in a community that is not my own community, not yet, it will be. Knowing that I'm giving back to a community that isn't mine, that appreciates us being here, that appreciates what we're trying to do and provide a different school option. And to me, that's full 360. Someone did it to me, and now I want to, pay it forward and do it to another group of community.
Nice. So let me ask you this: when you think about IDEA, what is the biggest thing that you love about IDEA?
And just like I named a different school option, right? And I'll, sharing with everybody, when I was growing up, I didn't have a second school option. Where I did grow up, and I told you all at the border of South Texas and Mexico, it was your 2-3 elementary schools. Maybe you have a little bit of choice there. 1 middle school, 1 high school. You don't have an option to say, not that I'm not speaking bad about a high school. I'm a proud Roma High School alum. Go Gladiators. Go Gladiators.
Shout out to the Gladiators.
But we didn't have another school option. If regular public school is not what you're looking for, and you're looking for something different, focusing on academics, focusing on athletics, whatever it is that you're looking for as a parent, I didn't have that option. It was that school and that's it. So to me, when IDEA opened up, I was a founding teacher in the same county where I grew up, and we provided a different school option. I started seeing how different it would have been for me growing up, right? That maybe in 6th grade, someone would have instilled that, hey, you're going to college already.
Right.
That breakthrough happened to me in 8th grade, going into 9th. I think it's just a very different mindset and approach that we bring. And not college isn't for everybody, but that's what we try to bring to the table. That if you want to go to college, we're going to prepare you for it and get you there. That's why we're known as a college prep. We're preparing you for college and life thereafter.
That's good. That's good. I like that because it's like you said, it's not everywhere where people can hear college as an option, or even it in a normal conversation talking about college.
Unheard of.
It may be foreign to somebody. So I do appreciate that as well, that we're able to start planting those seeds early about college and furthering education, things like
Absolutely,
that. I love
absolutely.
it. I love it. So kind of on the opposite side of things, this next question, what would you say has been the biggest challenge for you with IDEA being here at this location?
Not knowing who we are. I think when we made the decision 3 years ago in 2021 to launch Idea Greater Cincinnati, the statistics that spoke to us, the amount of students that were not going to school, the amount of students that weren't going to college, graduating high school but not going to college, and then who those students are, right? When we talk about who's not going to college, you all know who I'm talking about, who's not going to college. And I think those that spoke to us. So when we got here, we came in with this energy and knowing what we can bring to the table, but nobody knows who we are.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Historically, Ohio has struggled with charter schools and opening up doors one day and leaving the next. And then it took us a while to build relationships in the community with our parents and that trust that we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. This is our home. It's going to continue to be our home. I've told all my parents here at Valley View, when you all pass by this building, I want you all 10 years from now to be like, I helped start it. Like, I was a part of that. Where we are 10 years from now, I want all our current families, founding families, staff, scholars, everybody to know I was a part of bringing that to where we're at today. And I think it can be so powerful. So if I would say what our challenges is, slowly getting accustomed to us being here because we're not going anywhere. We want to continue to be better and greater and just bring something special to the community here that we serve in Woodlawn, Lincoln Heights, all these surrounding areas.
I love that. And we all know the benefits of that consistency, right?
They're going to keep hearing from
locked
us.
in.
ADA, report card, re-registration. We got y'all.
Right. Right. We're calling.
I'm going to keep calling.
Nice. All right. So here's a question. We'll close out because I appreciate you taking the time. What would you say for this is a two-part question. First to the students, the young people out there, for those who their parents have given them an option, say, hey, where do you want to go to school? Where would you prefer to go to school? What would you say to those individuals, those young people, the teens, the students that have an input on where they want to go? What would you say speaking to them?
Give us a chance. Come check us out. There's, we're very transparent with the students that we do have. And, the reality is, not every school is going to be fit for everybody. So that's why I'm going to keep harping on we are a school choice, another option for everyone. And if this is that choice for you, come talk to us, come watch the school, come interact with our current students, our current staff. And, don't just hear it for yourself, but actually see it and live it for yourself. I really want you all to make an informed decision and something that works for you. And if we are not the place for you, then we want to help you find the place that is for you, because we want everybody to be successful, not just anybody in our building, but anybody in all our surrounding school areas. We want everybody to be successful, because when we succeed, we're all going to succeed.
That's good. That's real good. So I hope you caught that. All right, the next one, second part, is for the parents, for the adults that are looking and they're like, where am I going to send my kid? I'm fed up with this or that or whatever, or I just want something. What would you say to those parents that either don't know about IDEA, or maybe they've seen or heard, wait, I've heard of that before. Oh, the yellow and blue, on the corner, the brown Mackey, brown Mackey
all the
building.
things.
What would you say to those parents?
Same thing, mom and dad, mama, papa, families, guardians. I am a father of two. Both of my scholars will attend IDEA Valley View. Right now it's currently one, the other one's too little. So all of you asking, can I get my 4-year-old? The answer is no, because I can't get my 4-year-old. They have to be 5 before September 30th. Same thing, parents, I invite you all to come speak to us, engage with us. When you see us in the community, you're not talking to a recruiter. You're talking to someone that is in our actual building, our counselors, our assistant principals, me, our dean of culture. You're interacting with staff that work with our students day in and day out. We're not here to hide anything. We're not here to tell anybody that a school is better than the other. We're here to offer you, yes, you, the parent that's watching this right now, another school option for you all. So again, come see us. We're at 1011 Glendale Milford Road. Yes, it's the own Brown Mackey College building. We are still located here. Come sign up for a tour. Come visit the classroom, talk to our teachers, talk to our staff, and really, again, experience it for yourself what we're providing for our community.
Nice, nice. Now, I'm going to ask this last question, and this is something I'm going to put right at the beginning of the video and tease them with this, and then I'm going to cut it with your answer so that they have to watch all the way to the end to get the answer.
Oh, I like that.
So, yeah. What for you, but this is for you, though, so you say that now. Wait till you hear the question. What was the most embarrassing thing that you've ever had to experience in your whole entire life?
So, I mean, there's probably more than one, to be honest, but there's one that quickly comes to mind, so I'm going to go with that one. When I was a freshman, I was playing a JV basketball game, and we had some old jerseys. I'm talking, like maybe 2002 jerseys, and we're playing 2006, so, they got the old string and, the mesh material messing with our skin. So, I go up for a rebound, and my shorts just all the way down, like all the way down to my ankles. I pulled them up, and, it was funny at the time, and I get to the bench, and I was cracking the joke, but then I hear some people, like, yapping at me from the back. I'm like, all right, now I'm not mad. Now I'm mad. Like, who's making fun of me? But, yeah, I guess it was just a very embarrassing moment. Like, I just jumped up, the shorts fell all the way down.
Went all the way down.
All the way down. I did have stuff underneath, but, the shorts did go all the way down.
That would be embarrassing.
It was a little embarrassing. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Again, I probably have more. I don't know which is appropriate for camera.
Right.
But that's the one that came to my head first and foremost, so I know that that's going to be the
right. No, that's funny. That's funny. We're going to clip that, put that in there for them. They'll enjoy that. All right, last thing. What would you like to say to all the graduates today, with today being graduation?
Yes, to all our, our class of 2029, our 8th graders, our class of 2032, our 5th graders, and everybody else that's getting promoted and entering a new grade level. This is not the end. This is just another milestone of celebration of successes that you're going to do alongside us, alongside your families, alongside your friends. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep showing up with ganas every single day. Si se puede, and sin si puede. And I know you all are going to continue on this joyful voyage journey onto college education and a lot of excellence.
I love it. I love it.
Someone's going home.
Someone's going home. All right, so thank you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an awesome year. And like I said earlier in this episode, if you have not watched, so you can't celebrate, you can try to celebrate, but you don't quite know who these guys are that's getting awards and being celebrated, I suggest and I encourage you to go back and watch previous episodes. Watch these Voyagers of the Month. Hear what they have to say. They're talking about what they love most about ideas. So get a feel, get a listen in on what they actually say. It's one thing to hear from adults, but hear from the students too. So,
and if you haven't completed your re-registration, come on by to complete your re-registration.
Yes.
We want to see all of you all next school year.
Come on back. Grab a friend, grab a cousin, a neighbor, and have them come down register with you when you do your registration. All right? That's all I got.
All
right, y'all. We out. Peace.
This is Idea Valley View closing out for the year. Bye.